4 armor right now. I don't know. Let me double check the infantry upgrades. 1-1 upgrades. And some more baneling drops going down by dimaga. Trying to keep the harvester count low for Morrow here.
Quick question for you.
Yep.
Broodlords, are those like the guardians from SCP?
They are very similar too, but instead of just an auto attack, the auto attack that they do spawns 2 broodlings. Or maybe it's 1 broodling. But they actually shoot broodlings at you, and it looks like it's 2. I had not remembered. I'm sorry. I totally spacing. Yeah, so not only are they really, really strong, but this is actually the exact counter to all these choke points. And a lot of Vikings are out from Morrow trying to do work on these broodlords, but Mutalisk coming in and just tearing through them. Broodlord sitting there with 2 armor, because they have 1+ armor already. But these Vikings, I gotta find the Vikings. They do 2 attacks, and I don't remember. Oh wow, look at this on bottom. A lot of units coming in on bottom for the Terran player, but what can he do? He's so tank heavy, these Broodlords are going to tear through everything. Yeah, this is nuts. I mean, the command center of the Planetary Fortress went down already. This is huge. These Broodlords, oh, Ghost coming in with Cloak, just blowing snipers over and over. Tanks having to stay unsieged, trying not to hurt Broodlords here, or trying not to splash damage themselves. Actually sieging up the Ultralisk and the Zerglings coming in. This is, oh man, this is terrible. Fungal growth going off. Huge battle. A few fungal growths go off. Ultralisks and Zerglings and Banelings and Mutalisks and Broodlords just going up against the Marine Tank Marauder Force. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. I thought there was no chance in hell that Morrow was going to pull that one out. But he's coming forward. He's focus firing these Broodlords down. And it might be too little too late. The Mutalisk Broodlord composition is being able to take out all of these Marines. Vikings even coming in now. And pretty much trading armies. Both players going after retreat. And look at Morrow having to spend all that money that he had stockpiled. But guess what? No money left. Main, natural, and third all mined out. There's just that 4th base left for the Terran player. He's got to use what army he can to try and secure that 4th. He needs an income. Main and natural both mined out for the Zerg player. The 3rd and 4th, though, do have a lot of drones on them. Harvesters down to 38, 37 even for the Terran player. And this is just not looking good. He's going to have to float orbital command from one side or another all the way down to his 4th and just do everything he can to hold it. Some Viking harass, it looks like, coming in, but to what extent? What's it really going to do? I mean, both players very, very low on money right now, and this is insane. This is probably the first game I think I've casted in SC2 where it comes down to, you know, 1 base of minerals left. I mean, it's late game. Both players have had multiple bases, not just a main and a natural, and not just a main natural and maybe a 3rd. This is a 4 base versus 4 base macro fest, ladies and gentlemen. These are fantastic to watch, and you know, my biggest problem with them is you rarely see them. Not that you can't see them, but you rarely see them in StarCraft 2. And we do see Missile Turret going down, trying to stop the Mutalisk harass. SCVs being pulled away from the 4th, and the Marine Viking tank line. Wow, that is a lot of Vikings actually coming in, trying to do some defense here. But I see 3 Ultralisks about to be dropped. No, there's 3 in those Overlords. What are they doing here? I think he's actually going to drop Ultralisks on the tank line. Is that what he's looking to do? I don't know. And it does look as though the Vikings, the Mutalisk coming in, trying to do work on these Vikings. Ultralisk coming in on the ground. Fungal growth going out, hitting every Viking. And look at these Overlords. They're about to drop. I think he's going to drop Ultralisk right on them. What are you doing? Yeah, it looks as though he's doing that. And I don't know if that was enough. I'm not going to lie. I thought, you know, the Ultralisk army with the Broodlords, that's imba all over it, man. These are so strong, but a good amount of Marauders, and those Ultralisks are pretty much going to be negated, and that's kind of what it looks like. Or just a good amount of siege tanks as well. We do have a sentry tower going down for the Terran player here. Oh no, that's a missile turret. I take it back. You know, the Zerg is still mining effectively on about 2 bases. Terran's going to be mining out of 1, but can the Zerg kill the Terran? He scans here, the Ultralisk and Ling party. I don't know, Mr. Zerg player. Dimaga's got to think of something creative here. Maybe trying to come up here into the destructible rocks, kill those off, and that's exactly what he's going to do. And it does look as though he's going to have to use his Ultraling to come down here and try and fight this Marine Marauder army. No, he's going to back up to the line of sight, but I don't think it's going to help. The Vikings should be able to give line of sight via air. Maybe not. We just see a lot of Ultralisk 5-3 upgrades, man. That is so brutal. These Marines now with 3 attack upgrades. And that's really just the way you got to deal with Ultras. You have to have +3 attack, especially when they have 6 armor. I mean, Marines normally are hitting for 6 damage, and with +3, that's what you're doing. You're doing 3 damage to them because upgrades are just so crucial. You know, you have that 6 armor, which negates 6 damage from every attack. And when Marine's base is only 6, if you don't have any upgrades, you literally do 0 damage. I think the game pities you and gives you 1, but you have to have these upgrades. And luckily enough for Morrow, I mean, not lucky enough, he's a very skilled player, but he does have these. And we do have Ghost coming in, sniping Ultralisk, it looks like. You gotta be careful though. Now, unsieged siege tanks actually do more damage to armored units. Oh, nice fungal growth going off on all of the Marines. Ultralisk just get a couple hits in there, and they're gonna be looking real good. And it looks as though 4 Ultralisk coming in, doing work. And look, all you have is a bunch of Vikings Changeling actually sitting there. And wow, nice pickup and drop on the Zelnaga Tower. Infestors coming out now. They do not have Neural Parasite, so it's just going to be Fungal Growth. But if he can Fungal Growth, no, taken out was the Infestor. Good micro there by Morrow, using the Marauders and the Siege Tanks and just back-kiting over and over. Trying to get these Destructible Rocks down, though, is dimaga, and I just don't know if it's going to happen. Stim going off now, trying to come in, maybe pick off a single Ultralisk. He might be able to, he might not. The Marauder should be able to slow... Do Marauders not have slow? I thought Marauders can slow Ultralisk. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe they stepped on the creep just as they hit him. I don't know. I'll have to double check that. Yet again, my StarCraft 2 knowledge is failing me a little bit. So, to any casters out there that want to give it a shot, you know, that have some high-level competitive insight, I know we've had Non-Vidius on here. He's been fantastic, but he can't always be here. So, we're always looking for casters, always looking for cameramen. Go ahead, check us out at the site. My email, insaneravi@hotmail.com. That's basically my personal one. You can go ahead and message me on there. Broodlord coming in, getting raped by a Viking. And excuse me, I did just use the R word. Casting no-nos, I'm sorry. Ultralisk, though, just swarming the Zelnaga Temple, and I don't know what Morrow's going to be able to do. He has a very low amount of units. The Ultralisk just tearing through what little Marine count and Marauder count he has left. And it does look as though dimaga, with his 9 Ultralisk coming in, is going to be doing some serious work. And just trying to repair the Planetary Fortress isn't going to be enough. I don't know. And no, it goes down. Dimaga's sitting on 1,800 minerals, whereas Morrow's sitting on 113. I mean, this game is... he's got no mining facilities. He's got nothing. I don't think he's got any way he can stop these 9 Ultralisks here, along with all of these Zerglings coming in. I mean, you could land the Vikings, but what good is that going to do against Ultralisk? I think that it's just going to be really hard to stop. Dropships picking up the units, trying to come back here and maybe redrop them again. GG coming out from Morrow. Wow! Unbelievable. The Zerg burial ground that is Blistering Sands completely turned around on Morrow there. Even a late game victory coming out for dimaga. It wasn't like it was some early cheese or something like that. Dimaga using the line of sight bushes really effectively, in my opinion. Just taking control of choke points as Zerg, which seems almost counterintuitive, and really came through by securing that 3rd and 4th base early. Snoopy, your thoughts on the game?
That was a really great game. Considering last game I thought was good, this one was even better. The Ultralisks, my god, they have so much armor, it's ridiculous. Is that like an always tech 2 kind of thing?
Yeah, we can discuss Ultralisks and how they're used in SC1 and SC2 in the upcoming VOD, you know, because we have that early downtime. Okay. So why don't we go ahead, let's get moving over to Game 3. Sound good?
No problem.
Alright guys, stay tuned. Game 3 coming up next.